What's up, everyone? Welcome to the August 9th edition of DraftKings Tournament Plays presented by Prize Picks. I'm your host, Adam Scherer. You can follow me on Twitter at ShipMyMoneyDFS. And as a reminder, use the code AWESOMO when you sign up and make a deposit to Prize Picks. You'll receive one free month of Stokastic Plus Platinum. You'll also receive a 100% deposit bonus up to $100 on your first deposit. We have a massive 14-game MLB slate tonight. As always, we're going to take a look at three of the top tournament stacks and three of the top tournament pitchers, using the top stacks tool and the top pitchers tool on the Stokastic.com website. Starting with the top stacks, number 3, the New York Mets are taking on Mike Minor tonight in New York. The Mets are projected for 5% ownership with an 8% chance of being the top scoring stack, only a 2% chance of being the top value, but there are plenty of value hitters that we can use to round out our lineups, and so I don't think they'll be that difficult to get to. Minor has struggled this year with only a 19.5% strikeout percentage and 5.31 xFIP. He's really struggled to right-handed hitters, allowing plenty of power to them. There is, of course, a lot of right-handed power in this Mets lineup, and their active roster has a 118 WRC plus and 163 ISO so far this season. Number 2, the Atlanta Braves are taking on Rich Hill tonight in Boston. The Braves are projected for about 12% ownership with a 10% chance of being the top scoring stack and also a 5% chance of being the top value. Hill has only struck out 18.8% of hitters this year with a 4.32 xFIP. The Braves active roster has a 111 WRC plus and a 187 ISO. There's plenty of right-handed power in this lineup as well that can take advantage of Hill. And number 1, the St. Louis Cardinals taking on Ryan Feltner tonight in Coors Field. The Cardinals are expected to be popular at 24% ownership, but they also have about a 19% chance of being the top scoring stack, in addition to a 6% chance of being the top value stack. It's just going to be very, very easy to build extremely strong lineups around the Cardinals tonight, and they aren't projected to be going that over-owned, so they still look like a good stack in tournaments. Feltner so far has a 21.4% strikeout percentage as a starting pitcher with a 3.78 xFIP, but the Cardinals active roster has a 115 WRC plus and a 164 ISO, and clearly they're getting a huge park upgrade going into Coors Field. Now, before we take a look at the top 3 tournament pitchers, we do have a new promo code for viewers of these videos. That promo code is ADAMMLB. It's at the top of the screen. Use it. Receive 50% off any weekly Stokastic Plus package. This offer is available for new users only, but if you haven't already signed up for Stokastic Plus, use this promo code. Get yourself 50% off any weekly package. You'll have access to behind the paywall data, including the top stacks and top pitchers tools that I reference in these videos. So again, promo code ADAMMLB. Use it. Get yourself 50% off Stokastic Plus weekly. Now, taking a look at the top 3 tournament pitchers. Number 3, Joe Musgrove, taking on the San Francisco Giants tonight in San Diego. He's projected for about 9% ownership with a 12% chance of being the top scoring, a top 2 pitcher, 4% chance of being the top 2 value. He has struck out 25% of hitters with a 3.32 xFIP so far this season. Number 2, Luis Castillo. Very difficult matchup tonight against the Yankees, but it could be a little bit of a watered-down Yankees lineup as Matt Carpenter broke his foot yesterday. Anthony Rizzo may or may not be back in the lineup, and Castillo is just a really good pitcher in a favorable park for pitchers. Overall this year, a 26.1% strikeout percentage and 3.35 xFIP for Castillo. Very nice park shift for him, being traded from the Reds to the Mariners. Now gets to make his home starts in a extremely pitcher-friendly park. He is projected for about 11% ownership with a 15% chance of being a top 2 scorer and a 7% chance of being a top 2 value. And number 1, Shohei Otani taking on the Oakland Athletics. The A's active roster has a 22.1% strikeout percentage and 89 WRC plus this season. Otani leads the slate with a 35.9% strikeout percentage and a 2.29 xFIP. He's projected for 34% ownership, but he has about a 24% chance of being a top 2 pitcher, in addition to a 7% chance of being a top 2 value. So to recap, the top 3 tournament stacks: number 3, the New York Mets; number 2, the Atlanta Braves; number 1, the St. Louis Cardinals; and the top 3 tournament pitchers: number 3, Joe Musgrove; number 2, Luis Castillo; and number 1, Shohei Otani.